about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, let's do it. I love the way this play developed. I think this offense really thrives off of plays like that. Turned it into an easy basket.
Now, here is Lawson. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Thornton out there with Lawson, and it's Brewer in at the small forward spot. Heinrich with the steal. Now, here is Mirotic. He's guarded by Thornton. Here's Heinrich, and that one's good. Heinrich's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Bulls.
You know, there's no fear out of him, guys. I mean, going straight to the hoop against a much bigger defender, he's got a lot of heart.
Here's Howard, and out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. And ladies check in for the Bulls. Rose comes in for Kirk Heinrich. Bulls trail by 5. Rose goes in, and the layup falls.
Well, those are key baskets, and we know he can deliver down the stretch.
Houston's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. And Thornton kicks to Lawson. On the wing, Brewer. Houston moving it around. Here's Howard, and he gets it to go. Howard's got 22 points.
He just is not missing today. What a day he's had from the field.
I think he's the guy who's kept him in this game with his performance at that end of the court.
Kicks to Mirotic. A fader. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. The dish to Brewer. He feeds it to Thornton. Pass to Brewer. He kicks it to Howard. A jump hook. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
They've built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been splashing everything today.
Now here's Rose. It's stolen by Lawson. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on that alley-oop. Saw his teammate with the path to the hoop, and bang! Lobbed it right up there for him.
And he was ready for it, elevated, made the catch. You saw the result.
And I like the choice, making the conservative finish, making sure of the 2 points.
Rose against Lawson. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Derrick Rose.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, I mean, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
I tell you, he's really carrying a lot of the load offensively, and that's almost always good news for them.
Chicago making some changes. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gibson. Saul comes in for Mirotic. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Tony Snell. James Harden, he's checked in for the Rockets.
One thing with the Rockets that makes them so explosive is just how efficient they are in transition. They rarely miss out on an opportunity when they have a chance to put the defense on its heels.
Now here's Rose. Right side, Butler. 5 on the clock. Misses the wing J. Rockets leading by 7. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And you know, with the Rockets, it isn't that they're getting layups. It seems more often than not they're getting and-one plays on their fast breaks, and that's an extra bonus there.
And it's good. And the Rockets lead by 9. Bulls have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Rose kicks to Butler. Noah trying to get open, and Butler gets it to go. Butler's got 29 in the game. Rockets knew how to convert fast break chances, as you said, Steve. It's a big part of their game.
Well, they're a terrific ball handling team top to bottom. That allows them to get anyone the ball in transition and just fill lanes. Makes converting those fast breaks a lot easier.
Now here's Rose. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. Unloads from 13. The putback and finished off by Noah.
This is just great anticipation. The putback jam.
Oh, he had some big-time intentions right there.
And those plays will give your team a huge boost.
Now, here is Harden. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. And that's now 27 points for James Harden. Bulls trail by 8. Outside Rose. There's the pick. He dishes it to Butler. Back to Rose. And the pass to Dunleavy. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Harden's got his 6th rebound on the night. The feed to Brewer. Lawson dishes to Jones. And Houston again with the bucket. And Chicago has possession, trailing by 10. Lawson against Rose. Into Noah. Over in the corner, Gasol. Shot is no good. And it's Houston the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant factor. Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the 4th quarter. Rose attacking. Rockets with the rebound. Howard's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and it's slammed in by Brewer.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
And Chicago has possession. The Rockets making the shot. Butler a screen on Lawson. Rose gets a wide open look. That one rolling around and rims out. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
They're playing with a purpose, guys. The big lead becoming bigger. I like the look in their eyes.
And it's on both ends that they've been controlling the action.
And the Rockets making a change here. Ariza's checked in. Bulls trail by 17. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And stolen by Lawson. Unloads. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Lawson's got 10 points in just the second half. Rose against Lawson. Shot to stop the drought. Buries the jump shot. 12 points for Rose. Rockets leading by 17. Harden outside. Dishes it to Howard. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. The Bulls have gone through the 4th quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Outside Butler shoots the 3. That one goes. Count it. Butler's got 32 points.
Getting the feel out there from long range, guys. That's his 2nd 3 of the half.
Ariza outside. It's Jones on the wing. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Harden the pass to Howard. Back to Harden. And some nice passing there by Houston. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
James Harden with those rush hour handles, whether it's breaking his man down in isolation or running the pick and roll, he keeps that thing on a string.
And Harden, a left-hander. Defenders tend to have more trouble, it seems, guys, with softballs.
Well, and especially with Harden because of how crafty he is. He's got that Manu Ginobili Euro move, the change of speed, change of direction, and then the strength. I mean, that's what separates him. He draws contact and seems to just go right through players.
Here is Harden. The Bulls getting the bucket. Jones kicks to Harden, and he uses the glass on the layup. Harden's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
and you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
Ariza outside, lets it go from deep. Gasol with the rebound. Bulls trail by 17. Outside Rose. Passes it to Noah. Feeds it to Dunleavy. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Chicago.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Pau Gasol over the last few seasons dealing with a number of lower body injuries. Knee tendonitis, plantar fasciitis, groin, toe. I'll tell you, Kobe had suggested to him to try to really slim down to lessen the pressure on his joints.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Kevin McHale address his team. It was clear what message he was trying to get across. He said, this lead isn't big enough that we're safe. Not by a long shot. I don't want us sitting back and milking the clock. Play to win. Show some aggression. Guys?
And Pau never really the burly type, but for 7-footers, getting as light as possible can really reduce the pounding on those joints.
Yeah, it does. They say every 5 pounds takes some significant wear and tear off your joints. And we've certainly seen that be effective for Tim Duncan. He's leaned up considerably, and Pau able to play both power forward and center. I think the lighter weight will serve him well.
Now here's Jones after the miss from Joakim Noah. Harden against Rose. Rejected by Jones. Butler against Lawson, and it's slammed in by Howard.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark, that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, it was nice.
Just a gorgeous assist.
Chicago calls timeout.
Well, they're getting way too many easy shots in the paint. So this timeout is specifically for that reason. You got to tighten up the defense and start to make it harder for that offensive team.
I know it's easier said than done, but right now it just doesn't seem like the necessary effort is there.
Here's Dunleavy into Noah. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Dwight Howard. Well, it's funny, Clark, some people thought that Joakim Noah was considered a bust when drafted by Chicago.
Very premature assessment of that young man. I tell you, you talk about having to eat crow for those who felt that way. A 2-time NCAA champion, Noah has now rightly become revered as the heartbeat of this scrappy Bulls team, an All-NBA, an All-Star, and also an All-NBA defensive player as well.
Well, Noah has that boisterous, playful personality. I think his quirks maybe threw people off early on, but he's a wonderful teammate. He's unselfish, and I think more than anything, you know, his unguarded personality has sort of helped him connect with his teammates.
Here's Rose. James Harden picking up that last basket. Back to Butler. No one near him. And he overshot that one, missing.
It looked like an easy 2 points right there.
You know he's kicking himself for that miss. And for Noah, who is really gregarious and outgoing off the court, but you get in between those lines and his intense competitiveness becomes apparent. I mean, he's locked in and all business. A fierce, fierce competitor, laser focused on winning. And he's not worried about making a few enemies in the process.
And here's Rose following Ty Lawson's 3. And again, no good by Chicago.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick, just couldn't get the shot to go.
Well, you love to see that as a basketball purist. A guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, dominating performance for Houston.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for James Harden. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do anything, really, to stop him.
Here's Rose. following the score by Trevor Ariza.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
Lawson outside. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Well, Chicago's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Brooks kicks to Snell. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. No good from Moore. Rockets on offense. They're on a 13-3 run. Over to the left wing. Pass to Hayes. McDermott with a steal. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
Well, it looks like their comeback hopes are out the window. I think this lead is safe now.
Yep, this one's a done deal.
19 seconds left in the game. Well, this one is winding down now. Houston can watch the clock run out. McDermott with a steal. Kicks it to Moore. For three. No luck. Here's primetime. Can't connect. So we see Houston taking the W here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Dwight, the team seemed to surge in the second half with a renewed life. What did you tell the guys during halftime?
Just told our guys we got to finish the game. You know, they're a good team, but we don't want to let them get close. And we did a good job of playing our game tonight, you know, and not rushing. We got to go win.
Dwight, congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Now, our Jordan player of the game, James Harden.